Self-love. Do you honestly love yourself? Let's find out. I have spoken about self love before and what we need to do to cultivate self love in ourselves. And today, I want to look at 10 signs that you don't love yourself. So, number one, are you the type that is never able to say no, even when you should say no? Everything you are asked to do goes. You have no power on yourself. Totally. Guess what? You don't love yourself. Self love comes with boundaries, with a voice that tells you that it's okay to say no sometimes. That no is also a good answer. That by saying no to some things, you are protecting yourself. The reason why you're feeling betrayed is because you don't have boundaries. You don't have power on yourself totally, you know? And that is sign number two. You're always feeling betrayed by those close to you, those you are so loyal to, those you're always supporting. Guess what? The moment you will establish boundaries on all your relationships, be it family, be it friendship, be it love, that is the moment the betrayal will diminish and eventually go away completely. Why? You'll have recognized who you are and you'll have realized how you are supposed to be treated. Remember, people treat us the way we treat ourselves. And the way we treat ourselves is how we allow others to treat us. So, the moment you start treating yourself with respect, the others will also respect you. And that is the moment the boundaries will come in. Betrayal. That is number two. Number three. Ha! You are always the first one to apologize, even when it's the other party that has wronged you. To you, relationship really matters and you don't really care about yourself. Why are you being mean to yourself? Yes, it's good to put relationships first, but also learn to put yourself first. After God, put yourself first. The moment you start apologizing, they will get used to you apologizing and they will never apologize to you when they should. So, learn to sit back and wait for them to apologize. And if they don't, let it go. Maybe that relationship was not meant to be, you know? Put yourself first. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. I'm sorry, by you always apologizing, it's good to maintain peace and stuff, but you don't respect yourself. You also need to have a free mind, you know? So don't allow people to work on you just because you value relationships. Sometimes learn to prioritize yourself. Number four, you are not able to defend yourself, even when it is so clear that you are innocent. Does it sound familiar? Sounds familiar to me. I've been in those places where I have been accused wrongly or I've been offended, and I didn't even have the strength to defend myself. What did I do? I cried and then buried everything under the sand. and within 5 minutes I'm laughing with the same people that offended me or those that accused me wrongly. You think it doesn't affect you, but once you leave that environment, you learn how adverse that thing is. So reach out to your voice. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Defend yourself when you should. Defend yourself when you should. Yes, vindication is of the Lord, but sometimes you have to fight to save your name and to maintain your confidence. Because when you get to that point when you cannot even defend yourself, you have lost your self-esteem. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in who you are. In fact, you don't even know who you are, and that is why you're allowing other people to define you by their flimsy accusations. So learn to stand up for yourself, and that is self-love. I've spoken about people working on you, and as a result of that, you're always feeling victimized. That is because you have given away your power totally. You have given your power to people, and that is why they can do whatever they want to do with you. They can toss you around like a loaf of bread. No, don't do that to yourself. Just reach out to yourself. Reach out for that power and stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself, you know? Number 6, you let go what you should have fought for. Like somebody is fighting for your position. Yes, there's no position that is just that belongs to somebody, maybe not an organization. It's not like you are indispensable, but if you're in this position, there's a reason why you are put in this position. You shouldn't allow people to come in and throw you out and take over. Fight for what you believe in. If you love what you're doing, don't allow anybody to come in the way of what you love doing. Stand up for what you believe in. Even if it's that position, stand up and fight for it. And that will only be possible once you regain your voice. And how do you regain your voice? Through cultivating love in yourself. Cultivating love in yourself and believing in yourself, believing in your abilities, believing in your gifts and everything that you are. Number 7, you don't have a voice even on issues that concern you. You don't. You're told this is the job we want you to do. Yes, sometimes circumstances lead us to agreeing to whatever is imposed on us, but you need to stand up and say, no, this is not what I want. Maybe you're gifted in music and you're being forced to go and do that sales job that you don't really, you're not feeling, you're being forced to go and do something that will just strain you because people believe that music will not take you anywhere. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up and say that I want to be a musician, and start charting your way forward in your music career. Start laying ground for your music career. You cannot, you can sometimes you are not able to deny things because you don't have options totally. You don't have a way out. So always ensure that if music is what you want to do, lay ground for that. If maybe arts is what you want to do, lay ground for that. If maybe writing is what you want to do, lay ground for that. And prove to these people that you can excel in this particular area. When you get to that point, you have regained your voice, and the love for yourself is on another level. You know, you are able to make decisions for yourself, and that brings me to the point number one that I shared. You are able to say no. You know, you're able to say no and not feel guilty about it. Sometimes we say yes because we are guilty of saying no. We are guilty that those people that we are saying no to will feel bad. No. Understand that this is about you. It's about you and your mental health. So, fight for what you believe in. Don't allow people to make decisions on your behalf. Don't allow people to make decisions on your behalf. Number 9, you're always taking bullets for people, yet they never take any for you. That is why, as I said in number 2, you always feel betrayed. Why are you putting people first? People who don't really care about you, people who will leave you in the rain, people who will leave you in the mud. You know, sometimes we do stuff for people, and when we find ourselves in the same shit, the same people are nowhere to be seen. In fact, they'll be the first ones to cast stones at us, or they will walk away from us, not remembering that at one point they were in that same situation and we bailed them out. So fight for yourself, fight for you, fight to save you. Don't focus on saving everybody. Save yourself first. Save yourself first. Once you cultivate that love in yourself, then fight for everybody if you want. But just ensure that you're at a point where you really value yourself. You know? If you really value yourself, you're not getting into fights that do not concern you. You'll mind your own business and you'll mind your own peace. Okay? Number 10. You are always seeking validation in others. You do something, and when people criticize you negatively, you let this thing go completely. Or you dress up to impress other people. Or rather, you want to copy other people's styles. It's not bad to copy styles, but does that style suit you? You know? Like on social media, you're always posting photos to get likes or comments so that you can feel good about yourself. It can never work like that. It can never work like that. People who do this always end up feeling offended when their photos, or rather may posts, end up with like 10 likes after 2 hours. You feel so less of yourself. You feel like you're not beautiful, and that is why people don't like your posts. No, no. Believe in yourself. Even if you have a crooked nose, it's yours. It's yours. Don't wait for people to tell you that your nose is beautiful or crooked. Whatever they say, it's your nose and you love it. You know? Don't go around showing us your ass so that you can compliment it and say, you have a nice ass. You know you have it and you love it. And whatever people comment about it, it doesn't affect you in any way. When you get that point where what people say about you doesn't break you, you have reached on another level of self-love. You have reached at that level that you really understand yourself, that nothing anybody says breaks you. That is a very beautiful place to be at. And I would really love all of us to really, really, really fight for ourselves, to really invest love in ourselves, to cultivate that love in ourselves, so that we can regain our lost voice, we can regain our power. Yes? Don't you admire those powerful women out there? Women who stand for themselves and women who stand for others too. Nothing people say break them. Don't you want to be at that point in your life? Don't you want to be at that kind of person who is not broken by other people's opinions of them because they know who they are? If you really know who you are, what people say will not get to you. So I would like you to get to that point where you have really cultivated love in yourself, that you're able to stand up for yourself. You're able to say no when you should. You are able to defend, I've said stand up for yourself. You're able to defend yourself. And you're able to even compliment yourself. Mika, you are so beautiful. You are this very hardworking woman. Your future is bright. Tell yourself those things that you wish to hear from others, and others will start saying the same things to you. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell so that whenever we post, you get a notification. Thank you so much. Bye.